Hey, what's up, speakophiles? Willington here and welcome to another video. Okay, so Sony not too long ago announced their newest speakers for 2020, the XB23, the XB33, and the XB43. Yes, we skipped over the XB42, so you're not going crazy. Sony's math is kind of going wild lately, but honestly don't really care. So a lot of you have been asking me about what I think about the new speakers, so in this video I'm trying to put all my thoughts together and also let you guys know, in case you didn't know, what the main differences are between these new coming speakers and the speakers they will be replacing, which is the XB22, the XB32, and the XB41. Okay, so the first thing that you will visually notice is that the design of the speaker has again completely changed. I feel like Sony, out of all the big names as far as Bluetooth speakers, is the company that takes chances or tests. I don't know what they do, but they change the design of speakers pretty much every time they release the new models, which could be good because, you know, every time you get a new speaker, it feels like you're getting a new speaker, except with UE or with JBL, where the speaker, they always look the same. I feel like Sony is good at taking those chances, like giving you something completely refreshed. Some people like it because, you know, you get to get something that looks completely new because it's new, and then some people don't like it because if you like the previous model, the way it looks, then you get this new one and you don't like it, then you're like, oh, come on. Now, Sony has always had passive radiators in their speakers, but they've always hidden them behind the cover. But now they are exposing everything. The passive radiators are exposed, kind of like another company does out there. Also, the speakers are now interchangeable. You can use them laying flat on the table, or you can stand them up tall-wise so you can listen to them that way, which is pretty sweet. It also looks like you're able to go into the app and change the speaker's output to either stereo or mono. So if you're using the speaker in vertical, yes, you can use stereo. And if you're using the speaker in the vertical, that looks... They have also moved over to USB Type-C. That's even with the SRS XB43, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping it doesn't take forever to charge, but yes, it's pretty awesome. All the speakers are now USB Type-C. They've also moved over from Bluetooth 4.2 to Bluetooth 5.0. I'm hoping that video latency has been improved because of that, but like we've seen so far, some speakers that have Bluetooth 5.0, it doesn't necessarily mean there will be no latency when watching video, but Sony has been pretty good as far as latency, at least with the previous speakers. Video latency has been pretty good, especially when watching YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm hoping it's been greatly improved because they're also getting rid of audio jacks, at least from the SRS XB23 and the SRS XB33. The 43 still has an audio input, but the other two not anymore. So again, I'm really hoping that at least latency issue has been looked into pretty firmly. The drivers are the other thing that has changed quite drastically. It's not an oval shape, but it's also not a circle, and neither is it a square, or maybe a triangle is a closer word to describe the shape of the drivers. I don't know. In the XB43, they now have square drivers, so we don't know what shapes, sizes they are, but all we know is that they're apparently better than the previous drivers. So we'll see when we get the speakers into the house and test their performance. But as far as drivers, completely different. I'm really excited though that the Sony SRS XB43 now has tweeters. Yes! So it's really exciting to see tweeters finally on the Sony XB43. The XB40, the XB41 all struggled quite a bit when it came to highs, and it's been basically their downfall mostly. Whenever someone would listen to them, like, oh, highs are lacking. Sometimes they will be fine, but as soon as you compare it to any other speaker, you can literally really tell that they really do lack in the highs. And we think, at least I think, it's mostly because they've not had any tweeters in those previous models. So seeing tweeters in the XB43 gives me really high hopes, and I'm really excited to hear how the XB43 sounds in comparison to the XB41 and the XB40. Really pumped for that. Sony has also moved away from the wireless party chain to party connect. Now this is just a way of connecting speakers so they can play together like different speakers. What party connect is not backward compatible, so the new speakers are not going to be able to connect with the older speakers. A move that it's kind of annoying, but at the same time I'm okay with it. It's not backward compatible, but my hope is that it works seamlessly like the JBL Party Boost and the Connect Plus used to work. I will be happy with it, so I can't wait to try that out. They've also included the stamina mode, something that we saw on the SRS XB60 and the XB90. They have stamina mode on there. I feel like the only reason you would play it in that mode is if you're maybe plan on using the speaker for a long time and you want to drag it out as much as you can, or the battery is almost dead and you want to conserve it. But otherwise I feel like I never used it on the XB60, like never, always turn it off. But if you're in a situation maybe where you need as much juice as you can, it could be handy. So that's all that I can see from what I've been reading, the main differences between all these speakers. And the next thing now is to get the speakers into the house and test them. Okay, as far as the changes that have been made to these speakers, most of them I'm okay with. It's just a curiosity that I have about how the speakers will sound like when they get into the studio. But as far as design, I don't mind it that much. I know a lot of you hate the style of the XB23. Personally, I kind of like it. I feel like I like its design better than all the other two speakers, the XB33 and the XB43. I like the look of the SRS XB23. I don't know, I prefer it to the other one. Maybe the other ones will look better once I have them in the studio, but from looking at the pictures, I don't know. But again, looks are kind of dependent on the person looking at them. So you might find them beautiful and you might find the XB23 ugly. I don't know, it's fine, it's all fine. Like what I'm trying to say is I don't mind the look of the new speakers. I'm not like so against it, and I feel like most of the things that they have done are improvements, except for the drivers. I don't know until I can hear them, but all the other things are just improvements to the speakers. So overall, I think they look better. They look like, if you look at the specs, it's an improvement. But again, sound, we'll see when we get them into the house. Anyways, if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do subscribe so you don't miss out when I do get the speakers into the house and start making the review videos and sound battles and all that stuff. Please subscribe and wait for those videos. They will be coming very soon. Anyways, that's it from me for this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys got an insight of what is coming from Sony this year. I was kind of Not very happy when I didn't see them with anything new at CES this year. So I kind of was expecting them to come out with something, you know, before the end of the year. But yeah, we skipped the XB42. Weirdly, but it's fine with me. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.